Our vision is to create a continuous pool of skilled workforce and give wings to entrepreneurs. The Skill Center is affiliated to the prestigious National Skill Development Corporation, which has taken up multiple initiatives to connect with the corporates, foundations, and community based organizations in structuring high impact collaborative skill development projects, and we are one amongst them. We are the authorized training center of the Skill Development and Vocational Training Institute of India, a reputed name in skills training. Our career and short term courses are in association with the Skill Development and Vocational Training Institute of India. We offer career courses for the youth keen on making a career in banking, information technology, trade, and commerce. The duration of the courses is between 1 and 2 years. Our short term programs are for the youth who have an informal insight into the trade with high aspirations to be successful in their chosen field. We at Sri Ram Skill Center to a structured program and a formal certification at the end of the program, which gives them recognition, respect, and better work opportunities in their chosen. We have collaborated with Bharat Sevak Samaj, a national development agency established in 1952 by the Planning Commission, whose main purpose is to initiate a nationwide cooperative effort to the implementation of the National Development Plan. Our paramedical courses are offered in academic partnership with Bharat Sevak Samaj. We offer diploma programs in paramedics for the youth interested in making careers in the healthcare sector. The duration of our paramedical courses is 2 years and minimum qualification required is 10th pass. All of our programs are open for the age group of 18 to 30 years. Feel free to get in touch with us. Thank you.
न सोडण्याचं वचन
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Vanakkam, Shubh Sandhya. My name is Vimla D'Souza, class of 1982, also daughter of Mohana Narayan Swami, math teacher from 84 to 91. Sri Ram Welfare Society's High School Andheri is one of the oldest and reputed schools in Mumbai's western suburb, completing 70 years. Today, we have assembled here to celebrate its platinum jubilee. I welcome you all to day one of the 3-day celebrations. We will begin the celebrations today with the national anthem, followed by the school anthem. I request you all to please stand.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय
शास्त्र भाषा सवार आपको वंदन गुरु सदाचार का नारा, आपके नाम से जुड़ा हमारा, रोशन हो संसार ये सारा। जयतु मम विद्यालयं श्रीरामनगरस्थितं, 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 श्रीरामनगरस्थितं।
Kindly be seated. We have with us today our chief guests, Anand and Milind Srivastav, acclaimed Bollywood music composer duo. Born to composer Chitragupt, they have composed music for over 200 Bollywood films. The brothers debuted in 1984 with Ab Aayega Maza and had the major breakthrough with Kayamat Se Kayamat Tak in 1988. Our guest of honor is Ms. Sheetal Dhanak, Associate Honorary General Secretary, Fellowship of Physically Handicapped. We also have with us Ms. Geeta Podwal, founder and director of Drishya, an NGO which has created a unique platform for differently abled individuals to show their talents. This group will be entertaining us this evening. I also welcome the school management, President Mr. S. Sundararajan, business owner, entrepreneur. Honorary Secretary, Mr. T.S. Lakshmanan, finance professional, musician, and artist. Honorary Treasurer, Mr. Lakshmanan. Honorary Secretary, Ms. A. Mahalakshmi, a teacher, and other members of the managing committee. I now request the dignitaries to proceed for lighting of the lamp. Thank you. We will now have a Saraswati Vandana by the school music teacher, Sri Rahul Verma. He is going to be singing Pratham Tula Vanditam.
Hello. Hello.
Nirgamada nisa प्रथम तुला वंदितो कृपाड़ा प्रथम तुला वंदितो कृपाड़ा गजानना गणराया प्रथम तुला वंदितो गजवदना तव रूप मनोहर रूप मनोहर शुक्लांबर शिव सुता शुक्लांबर शिव सुता चिंतामणि तो अष्टविनायक सकलांची देवता रिद्धी सिद्धीचा वरदयाळ रिद्धी सिद्धीचा वरदयाळ
Thank you, sir. Miss Mahalakshmi, the Honorary Secretary of the school, will now address the gathering.
A very good evening to one and all present here. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the Platinum Jubilee celebration of our Sri Ram Welfare Society's High School. (1951 to 2021), 70 years, commendable long years. SRWS High School has been the institution where many of us have studied, many of our children have flowered, and today it stands like a banyan tree, giving quality education to all in and around Andheri area. Vidya prashasyate lokaihi, vidya sarvatra gaurava, vidyaya labate sarvam, vidwan sarvatra pujyate. Knowledge is extolled by everyone and receives respect everywhere. One can attain everything with knowledge. An educational institution is of prime importance to any society. SRWS was built from this vision of our elders who thought and knew that education alone can uplift. It has stood till date upholding the same good values, at the same time being contemporary and on par with the demands of the outside world. SRWS has churned out many extraordinary achievers and given quality education to first generation learners, uplifting their lives and families. This is all due to the excellent teachers we have had, who dedicated their lives for teaching. Our humble pranams and a big thanks to all of them. We have often heard, don't give fish to the man, instead teach him how to fish. In line with the above thought, we are now envisaging on a mission to dedicate one wing of our school to develop a skill education college which can provide skills for life and help the society at large to benefit from industry-ready skilled population. As you may be aware, this is the vision of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, who has included vocational and skill training in the National Education Policy 2022. I am proud to announce to this august audience that today morning we have received a congratulatory note from the office of the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. Annadanam param danam, vidyadanam ataparam, annena kshanika triptihi, yavat jivam cha vidyaya. Giving food to the hungry is a great donation, but imparting knowledge is greater. By food, one's hunger is satisfied only once, but knowledge helps him survive the whole life. From this platform, I appeal to you all to support our skill center so that it will become another banyan tree, giving shade to many more generations to come. Our chief guests for the day, Shri Anand and Milinji, the acclaimed music composers of Bollywood, have been well introduced by Vimla. Adding feather to their cap, they now have their own music school, which trains many in music composing. We would like to welcome and felicitate them with a memento. I request Sri Ramachandran and Sri Gopalakrishnan, members of our managing committee, to do the honors to Anandji and Milinji. Our guest of honor was Srimati Shobha Kamra, the Honorary Interim President of the Fellowship of the Physically Handicapped. But due to ill health, she has not been able to attend. We are fortunate that Ms. Sheetal Danak, Associate Honorary Secretary of the FPH, kindly consented and is present here amidst us. She is representing a great organization, the FPH, which is doing marvelous service to the society, providing life skills to the specially able in full-fledged workshops and training centers and getting them gainfully employed. Our great appreciation to their entire team, completely run by women, for their loving and dedicated work. I request our member Srimati Rajalakshmi to felicitate her. And now to the stars of today's evening. The Drishya team, led by a strong lady, is Geeta Podwal. Is Geeta Podwal worked as a government officer in the esteemed audit institution, the Comptroller and Audit General of India. She had 21 years of service, but December 2015, her life took a complete turn when she decided to dedicate her life to restore the dignity of the differently abled artists and provide them performance opportunities. She set up Drishya, an NGO under the Drishya Shakti Trust, and now this is the only firm in India to bring platform showcasing their talents in enthralling performances and capturing the minds of the audience. The artists are epitome of strength. Nothing can stop them. Kudos to you and your team, madam. Please give them a big hand. I request our school primary headmistress, Ms. Jayashree Nair, to felicitate Ms. Geeta Podwal. A big thanks to the dignitaries and to the lovely audience. Namaste.
I now request
Mr. Anand and Milind Srivastav to address the gathering.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for this invite. It indeed is an honor. I'd like to congratulate Sri Ram Welfare Society School. 70 years Platinum Jubilee. That's a big, big achievement. I would also like to wish them all the best for all their future endeavors. Great going. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Thank you once again. Good evening, everybody. We are very happy to be here, and it's an honor to be present in this celebration, Platinum Jubilee, 70 years of the school. And I think we should start with the show. I won't take much time. And I hope in another 30 years, when 100 years is celebrated, we are here again.
Thank you, sir. Our guest of honor requested us to let you all know a little more about the Fellowship of the Physically Handicapped. As it is said, winds and tides are always on the side of the ablest navigators. With just 7 students and 3 projects, Fatima Ismail began her little workshop from a thatched barrack in 1956. Miss Fatima Ismail, Padma Shri and former Member of Parliament once said, "My nation is an extension of my family, and I do for other children what I have done so valiantly for my own children." One of India's best social workers, she was known for her unwavering energy and commitment. It's impossible to overstate how much the Fellowship of the Physically Handicapped appreciates her. Today, more than 175 students have already enrolled in vocational training in 10 departments and trades, bringing the total number of students to 175. The participants get free vocational training, which includes lodging, meals, transportation, and medical and educational assistance. The Fellowship for Physically Handicapped assists persons between the age of 18 and 40 with orthopedic and minor mental disabilities. In order to use the FPH services, people with disabilities of any level of education or literacy are welcome, regardless of their race, ethnicity, or belief system. There is no prerequisite certification necessary. It is because of individuals like Ms. Sheetal Dhanak, who's here with us, that FPH is able to carry out its mission of uplifting the physically challenged members of our society. Despite having all required facilities and infrastructure, FPH is always looking for new physically challenged trainees to fill up the void of abating number of trainees. In her honor and on behalf of FPH, we would want to use this occasion to call on everyone in the attendance, as well as anybody who is tuning in to show their full support to FPH in giving the necessary assistance. To get in touch with somebody from FPH, visit their website, fphmumbai.org. And I think now Ms. Sheetal Dhanak would like to say a few words. Ms. Sheetal Dhanak.
Good evening to you all. On behalf of Fellowship of the Physically Handicapped Institute, we all congratulate you on this grand occasion. Once again, thank you very much for inviting IPH on this great occasion. Thank you. Thank you.
Today we have a special felicitation of a couple of managing committee members. The school president will say a few words about them.
Good evening and a warm welcome to all the distinguished guests assembled here on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of our school, the Platinum Jubilee, which is being celebrated with a cultural festival. And we start today by a performance of brilliantly talented students and artists of Russia. I'm sure you'll all have a very enthralling experience once the show gets underway. So talking about performances and achievements, we would like to take this opportunity today to honor and felicitate one of our managing council members who is familiar to all of you. So I would request Geeta Podwalji to felicitate the person as soon as I call him to the stage. The first few lines are in Tamil. I'll translate it. Thunilum Iruppan Thurumilum. He was always available to the school, supporting the teachers, supporting the staff, and going to any function or duty that's called for by the government, because the education department keeps calling a managing council member to attend certain meetings. So Shankar was always available for that. Shankar, thank you for including me in the managing committee. So I request our honorary treasurer, T.S. Lakshmanan, to honor Shankar, who is also popularly called Subramaniam. A big hand to Shankar, please. Shankar has actually moved to Coimbatore in the last 1 year, but especially for our Platinum Jubilee, he has come all the way from Coimbatore and he has been supporting us much more than what anyone in the managing committee would do. He has been taking full care of the Drisha team, receiving them at the station, receiving them at the airports, accommodating them, ensuring that they are well fed, they are well ready. Thank you, Shankar, for supporting SRWS.
Namaste. Namaste. Actually, Sundar, I had made some little mistake. For the last 60 years, I'm in school. Right from 5 years, I don't think any day I have missed the school. Whether it is school hall, school ground, because it is a multi, you can say, everything we have in school. School ground, school auditorium, we have been using right from childhood, and we have grown up together. So it's a great honor and privilege. But the only thing is, why me? Everybody asks. Actually, it should not be me. We all have grown up together, and the institution somebody has given us. And we are supposed to go many, many years. And I hope this whole thing will continue permanently, everlasting. More and more people will join and give good education to the whole of India. Thank you.
We thank our chief guest, the guest of honor, and the managing committee members for being here to grace this occasion. So without much ado, I present Ms. Geeta Podwal, who will say a few words and take you through the rest of the evening's program. The people who are going to perform here have not let their disability handicap them. Ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a treat. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I don't want to talk much because I have lots to show you. So I'll just say a small incident which is very, very important for me to tell you here, because incidents like this is what motivated me to do more and more in this direction. I was taking a proposal to one of the educational institutions in Gujarat, and I was sitting opposite the top person over there, and put my proposal in front of him, and he told me, okay, Geeta, come in the evening. I went back in the evening, and there were two people in front of me now. The person, I don't want to name the person, the top person and the son-in-law. Now, please don't mind me being extremely hard-hitting over here and using certain words which may offend you, because if it offends you to hear it, just imagine what I must have gone through to experience it. When I was sitting in front of him, the thing they told is that the document was there in his hands. The proposal document that I had given him, it was there in his hands. He picked it up and he threw it on me. And while throwing it at my face, he said, I'm again saying, I'm sorry to use hard-hitting words. The sentence he said, "Lula lagda ko dekhne ke liye kaun aayega? बहरे अंधे को देखने के लिए कौन आएगा? टिकट का पैसा वेस्ट जाएगा, कोई आएगा नहीं, हमारा नुकसान होगा." I'm still getting goosebumps when I'm saying this. I got up. I didn't break down there because I had decided I won't. I came out of the cabin. I was about to go away, but then I stopped, came back, and told him only one thing. "Sir, one day you will pay the ticket to one of my events and come and sit in the VIP seats and watch my entire show and come." Ladies and gentlemen, this event that I'm doing here today, I'm so happy and proud to say this is the 153rd event that we are doing today, which validates what I believed in that day. I just wanted to narrate these incidents because there's so many people sitting out here and there are so many seats also which is vacant. I'm sure that there may be so many minds who will think, "अच्छा ठीक है, ये दिव्यांग का show है, तो क्या होगा इसमें?" It must be a lot of sympathy. There may be claps to encourage and motivate them. But before I start this event, I just want to tell all of you one thing, that don't clap each time they perform. Don't clap if you are not entertained. I don't want you to clap if you feel, "Arey bechare." I don't want you to do that. Clap only if you feel entertained, because each and every single performance that we have planned for you here is nothing short of any professional event that you may have witnessed in your life till now. Not just mere words, it's a promise. With this, I am ending my speech because I have lots to show you and I don't want to miss out on a single thing. But before that, my heartfelt thanks to SRWS for having believed in us, because very few people believe this. And thank you so much, SRWS, for having believed in us. And 70 years is too long a time. It's such an amazing journey that SRWS has had. And we, Drishya Shakti Trust and Drishya, we wanted to felicitate SRWS from our side for having achieved that momentous achievement. I want to call upon the two of my youngest artists today. One is a hearing and speech impaired girl and second is a physically challenged boy. They're the youngest artists. Along with the two, I want to call onto the stage my co-trustee, Mr. Ajay Kumar, who is the CEO of Cognitics and who is also the co-trustee of Drishya Shakti Trust. And I request Sundarajan, the president, to please come and receive it.
start. I request the dignitaries to please proceed with us. There will be just a 10-minute break and 5 minutes, yes, and the program will start immediately. Thank you.
क्या बोलते हो? हाँ वो साउंड इतना है कैमरा तो फालतू है साउंड किसी एक लाइट लो हेलो हाँ हाँ अवेलेबल डालता है मैं इसको डाला मैं अवेलेबल पे डाला 1 सेकेंड वाला
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Are you all ready? Wow! I mean, what a fantastic crowd we have over here. I can see so much of energy, and what is the most beautiful part is there are a lot of children out here who are all so excited, so energetic, and to all of you, hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! With that, we start this show. We have in front of you today amazing performances. ये performances शायद आपने अपनी ज़िंदगी में देखे भी नहीं होंगे और अगर देखे होंगे तो दिल थाम के बैठिए क्योंकि हम अलग अलग तरह के performances यहाँ पर आपके सामने पेश करने जा रहे हैं जैसा कि मैंने पहले स्पीच में बोला था please don't clap if you are not impressed but if you are impressed, you're going to be clapping like the way you have never clapped before. Promise? So with that, I'm going to be starting the first event of today. We are presenting before you Wheelchair Ganapati Vandana. And there's something very magical about this performance. Let's wait and watch. Here they come. They are here from all the way from New Delhi. Boys and girls who are going to be performing for you Ganesh Vandana. So let's start with a very big round of applause for them.
गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्राणाय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यगलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसदाराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डखण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्फाय गन्धमत्ताय भोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि
So, how did you like this performance? Very good, right? We're loving it when we have this kind of crowd sitting and watching these amazing performances. Now, you see these artists over here. Let me tell you something, that my journey in this field of differently abled, be it performances, be it their education, this started, everything has a reason, right? My reason was them. Because I remember in 2018, I was hosting a celebrity event, and they were performing in that event, and something untoward happened to them during that period. I don't want to elaborate on that. Something very untoward happened, and they were kind of distraught, and there was no support, nothing coming up. For 1 year of my life, it was like I was trying my level best, approaching corporate companies, approaching so many people, just to give us at least one small event, so that the dignity and the confidence that these amazing artists had in them is restored. It was a tough journey, but it took 1 year for them to get back to their feet. And this group, We Are One, from New Delhi, today rocks the entire country. They're just amazing, super, brilliant. And now you saw all these artists standing over here. You already see the guys on the wheelchair. You see such beautiful, lovely girls. You see such beautiful, lovely girls. Now, let me ask you something. For a second, can you do a small activity for me? Just close your ears. Everyone just close your ears quickly, tightly. You should not be hearing my voice also. Now just imagine all of you have closed your ears. Okay, now just don't open your ears. Now the thing is, I was whispering and I'm sure that none of you could hear it. You can open your ears. The thing is that these girls are hearing and speech impaired, and these girls were dancing here without hearing the music. That is the power of dedication, hard work. This group is headed by Hasnain. I'm sure he's there somewhere there. He's there. So he is now at the helm of the group, and I am their mentor. Wherever there is any problem, they face any challenges, I'm always there for them. But my journey started with them, and then what happened is that all across the country there were so many differently able to approach, saying that, ma'am, can you do something for us? That is the time I realized that it is not just them who are facing these problems. There were so many out there who are facing problems, no one to help them, and in case there are people who reach out, they are often misled. There is sexual exploitation, there is financial exploitation and whatnot, and I have seen this with my own eyes. And that is the reason why it is so important that they are safe and sound in right hands. So these girls, if you like their performances, they have been performing without hearing the sound. If you liked it, let's give them a very big round of applause. Now, you are applauding. I told you to close your ears. Could you hear the sound when I said? Then how can you expect them to hear the sound of your clapping? So what do? Just raise your hands. And what do they say? Huh? So how do you, let me teach you something. So she's saying that, seeing all of you clap, she's very happy, and she's saying you do thank you in sign language, okay? So you learned something new today. I'll try to keep on teaching you something very interesting all across this show. Are you enjoying? Yeah. Great. So we have so much more. Beautiful young girl. She has come all the way from Ghaziabad to Mumbai to perform for all of you. Now let me tell you something. This girl has never undertaken such a long journey in her life. When she came here, she spent 2 nights over here in this accommodation. She was saying, ma'am, mujhe wapas nahi jana hai. So she was so happy. She was so happy that she was among so much of beauty. She's getting to perform in Mumbai. Mumbai is sapno ki nagri hoti hai. So she says that she is very happy to perform in Mumbai. This girl is visually challenged. Now, you have heard so many Bollywood singers, right? After listening to this girl who is going to come and sing for you, just tell me, is there any one reason why this girl should not be in Bollywood? I don't want to say anything more. Hear her sing. Presenting to you, Mehraz Banu from Ghaziabad. A very big round of applause for her. ओके, सो महराज कैसा लग रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है मुझे आज मुंबई आके, और थैंक यू वेरी मच कि आपने मुझे मौका दिया यहाँ आने का।
अच्छा महराज, एक बात बताओ, तुम्हारा सबसे बड़ा सपना क्या है?
मेरा सबसे बड़ा सपना है प्लेबैक सिंगर बनना, क्योंकि मैं बेचारे बन के रहना नहीं चाहती, किसी पर बोझ बन के नहीं रहना चाहती। तो अगर किसी को मेरी आवाज़ पसंद आई है तो प्लीज़ मुझे आगे बढ़ने के लिए मौका चाहिए, आपका सपोर्ट चाहिए। और सॉरी, मुझसे कोई मिस्टेक हुई तो माफ़ करना मुझे।
नहीं, कोई मिस्टेक नहीं हुई है, क्योंकि तालियां अगर बज रही, मैंने पहले से ही कहा है उनको कि पसंद आए तो ताली मत बजाना। बजा रहा है इसका मतलब उन्हें बहुत पसंद आया। और महराज, ये शो हो भी इसलिए ही रहा है ताकि आप जैसे कलाकार की कला दूर दूर तक, यहाँ पे जितने बैठे हैं ये भी तो घर जाके अपने दोस्तों को बताएंगे, ऑफिस में जाके बाकी के लोगों को बताएंगे, इसी तरह से तो बात फैलती है। और आई एम श्योर दैट इसी तरह से एक बहुत बड़ा चेंज आएगा।
ओके, थैंक यू
सो मच महराज। So now the next performance. Okay, मैं वो performance के बारे में I'm not telling you. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to throw a challenge to you. Okay? Some of you have seen their performances in the past because there's some familiar faces I see. So please suspense को मत बिगाड़िए. So I'm going to present two artists in front of you, and they're going to be performing in front of you, and then at the end of the performance I'll ask you a question and you have to tell me an answer. Question क्या है? Performance के बाद बताऊंगी. I don't want to say anything more. Let's just enjoy. कैसा लगा? कुछ प्रॉब्लम लग रही है? लेकिन प्रॉब्लम तो है क्या? अरे यार ये तो गाना बन जाएगा. ओके सो एक बात बताती हूँ आपको. आपके सामने यहाँ पे 2 परफॉर्मर्स है और ये दोनों परफॉर्मर्स में से एक परफॉर्मर ऐसा है जो 85% विजुअली चैलेंज्ड है. आपको लगा? थोड़ा भी लगा आपको? लगा तो लगा बोला. मैं पूछ रही हूँ करके ना नहीं करने का. लगा? सो नहीं लगा. लेकिन नहीं लगना यही तो हम यहाँ पे प्रूव करने. वी हैव कम टू प्रूव दैट ओनली हियर. That is the wowness of hard work, belief in self, confidence, and wanting to do something in life. But before we go on to that, tell me who is it that is 85% visually challenged? My right or my left? हाँ? Okay, मैं एक साइड से पूछती हूँ, ठीक है? ताकि मुझे एक okay, this side. Right. This side. That's what I said. यही तो सक्सेस है. एक बोल रहे हैं राइट और दूसरे बोल रहे हैं लेफ्ट. बट द थिंग इज दैट ही इज द गाय हु इज 85% विजुअली चैलेंज्ड बट वर्क्स सो हार्ड. आपको पता है बिफोर यू ऑल गैदर्ड हियर इन द ऑडियंस, these guys were working very hard on the stage because he needs to count the number of steps, and because he has 85% visual impairment, the lights can't hit his eyes, because if that happens it disturbs his steps. So there's so many problems that he faces, and he has to overcome all those problems to see to it that he gives you a professional level performance. Now he works hard, there's no doubt, he proved it, but there's someone who works even harder. There's someone who works even harder to see to it that he reaches that level. And that someone is Pritesh. Pritesh runs his own dance academy. He is his choreographer, and he is the one who works extremely hard to see to it that Swapnil gives his best, so that you all clap only because it's wow and not because it is. Swapnil, you want to say something?
Thank you, Geeta. Thank you so much. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the school for completing 75 years. It's a huge accomplishment. And yes, यही मुझे सहन कर सकता है. Yeah, I mean the amount of efforts that he puts, amount of efforts that Geeta puts for everyone over here backstage, everyone. Thank you so much. And yes, I mean I love doing this. I think one thing that Pritesh has taught, let the dance consume you. आप सिर्फ एक माध्यम बनेंगे. You will just be a medium to do it. Let the divine power let it happen. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Pritesh. Thank you so much, Swapnil. Okay, so the next performance, अब जो आ रहा है आपके सामने, he has come all the way from. See, I brought from different parts of the country today for you, so that you can experience on the stage amazing performances, and you will remember this for your lifetime. That वो कर सकते हैं तो हम भी कर सकते हैं. So the next performer is Mohammad Arif. He has come all the way from Meerut. An amazing singer. He can sing in multiple voices. He can sing like Rafi's voice, he can sing Mukesh's voice. I remember that in 2 years back we did an online competition, and at that time there was a small, I think it was around 100 rupees or something registration fee, and he called me and said that ma'am मैं register कर सकता हूँ क्या, because पर मेरे पास नहीं है. I said that हमने उसमें clearly लिखा है compulsory नहीं है, पे नहीं करना है, कंपलसरी नहीं है, आप आ जाओ. और वो आ गए. एंड लेट मी टेल यू समथिंग, इट वॉज कोविड टाइम. They were going through lot of challenges, lot of problems. He has got a big family to attend to, and I'm so happy to say that he won the first prize in the competition, and that 15,000 rupees he won meant a lot for his family. I great pride. Let me welcome Mohammad Arif ji. आ जाइए. आरिफ जी, वैसे तो आप बहुत अलग गाने गाते हो, लेकिन यहाँ पर इन्हें ना बहुत हंगामा हो रहा है. एक दर्द भरा गाना सुना दीजिए, ठीक है? हो जाए.
Thank you so much. Hello, G, hello, this. Hello, G, hello, this. Hello, hello. दोनों ने किया था प्यार, मगर मुझे याद रहा तू भूल गई. मैंने तेरे लिए ये जग छोड़ा, तू मुझको छोड़ चली. मैंने तेरे लिए ये जग छोड़ा, तू मुझको छोड़ चली. तूने मुझसे किया था कभी वादा, मेरी तान पे तू दौड़ी चली आएगी. ऐसा बंधन ये प्यार का ये बंधन, इसे तोड़ के तू कैसे चली जाएगी. जाएगी ये वफा, मुझे ये तो बता मेरी मवा, ओ तेरे वादे का तू. जाएगी ये वफा, मुझे ये तो बता मेरी मवा. मेरी जाना दोनों ने किया इकरार, मगर मुझे याद रहा तू भूल गई. मैंने तेरे लिए ये जग छोड़ा, तू मुझे तो छोड़ चली. मैंने तेरे लिए ये जग छोड़ा, तू मुझको छोड़ चली. आज मैं अपने दिल की सदा से आसमां को हिला के रहूंगा. मौत की नींद में सोने वाली आज तुझको जगा के रहूंगा. तू न जागी तो मैं आसमां में सारे जग को भगा के रहूंगा. तू अगर उस जगह से न आई, इस जगह को जगा के रहूंगा. तूने मेरा बदल में बदल का रूप वापस बुला के रहूंगा. ओ मेरी आत्मा, आत्मा को आत्मा से मिला के रहूंगा. तूने मेरी दुल्हन आज होगा मिलन, मेरी मवा, ओ तेरे वादे क्या भूलूं. तूने मेरी दुल्हन आज होगा मिलन, मेरी मवा. मेरी जाना दोनों ने किया इज़हार, मगर मुझे याद रहा तू भूल गई. मैंने तेरे लिए ये जग छोड़ा, तू मुझे तो छोड़ चली. मैंने तेरे लिए ये जग छोड़ा, तू मुझको Thank you so much.
कैसा लगता है
अच्छा लगता है,
यहाँ का मौसम।
अच्छा लगता है।
हाँ बस इतना ही गाऊंगा।
थैंक यू सो मच।
वैसे आप लोगों को लग रहा होगा कि मैं ये सब क्या पहन के आई हूँ, राइट? इसका सीक्रेट मैं बाद में बताती हूँ। वैसे आरिफ जी, ये नाम ना ठीक से बैठता नहीं है, रुको।
जी
सुनता नहीं है ना मेरी, देखा आपने?
जी
सुन नहीं रहा, कह रहा है कि मुझे आरिफ जी से बात करनी है।
ओके।
कैसे बात करा?
जी जी
आरिफ जी, आप कहाँ से आए हो?
जी, मैं मेरठ शहर से आया हूँ।
ओके, और आप ये बताइए कि आपने गाना कभी शुरू किया?
जी मैंने जब से मैं दृश्य में इसमें एंट्री की मैंने दृश्य से, तब मैं बड़े बड़े स्टेज करता हूँ।
ओके, और गाना आपके लिए क्या मायने रखता है?
बस मानना ये रखता है मानिए मैम जी, बस गाना मेरी जिंदगी है। मुझे दूसरी कोई चीज़ नहीं सोचती, सिर्फ गाना गाना सोचता है।
क्या सपना है आपका?
बस मुझे बहुत बड़ा गायकार बनना है।
आपके आवाज़ विदेशों में भी काफ़ी लोगों को हिलाया है, आप उसके बारे में बताइए जरा।
जी हाँ, मुझे मेरी आवाज़ को 5 देशों में बहुत अच्छी तरह से सुना जाता है। जी, जैसे पाकिस्तान, ऑस्ट्रेलिया, साउथ अफ्रीका, अपना इंडिया, और एक जगह और मेरे ध्यान से निकल गई।
और सबसे अच्छी बात यह है कि वी आर वेरी हैप्पी दैट we could give him that first platform where he got recognition, because we had done that online event, and in that online event he got such tremendous recognition that people started approaching him to sing in their shows and programs, and since then there has been no stopping him. Thank you so much, Arif ji.
Thank you so much.
ओके, तो अभी इसका राज मैं बताती हूँ कि मैं वहाँ पर अगला शो अनाउंस करने के लिए वेट कर रही थी, तो मेरे जो अगले परफॉर्मेंस है उन्होंने बोला दीदी आप ये पहन कर जाओ, और उनको तो छोड़ूंगी नहीं, उसकी बात अलग है कि ऐसा मुझे बना के भेज दिया, बट देन एनीवेज मैं भी शिव भक्त हूँ, इसके लिए कोई बात नहीं। सो द नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम दैट इज गोइंग टू हैपन ओवर हियर इज an amazing performance where you may miss your heartbeat because it looks risky and it looks scary, but it is simply wow. Presenting to you Takshak and Shiv Pandav on wheelchairs. Sorry, Shiv Tandav. And I'm back. ये क्या था इसका? So that was Takshak and Shiv Tandav for you. Now I'm going to be presenting to you a girl we have brought all the way from Chennai. This girl recently won the National Award at the hands of the President of India on 3rd December 2021. Now before I call this girl onto the stage, let me tell you something, a small thing about this girl. When this girl was born, she was 100% visually challenged, and the father said that abandon the baby because we don't want her. The mother said that no, I won't. Father said you have to choose. Choose either me or the baby. The mother chose the baby. Story doesn't end there. The father went away. Mother was struggling very, very hard to bring up this girl. During this whole process, they realized that this girl is not just visually challenged, but she also has mental challenge. It was very difficult for the mother to tend to this girl at home. They did not know what to do. How will they educate her? How will they bring her up? One day when she was cooking in the kitchen, when she was stirring a vessel, there was a sound that was being produced, and she suddenly noticed that the girl was silent. She wondered what happened. She went out and she saw the girl was very intently listening to that sound that was coming from the stirring. That is the time the mother realized that this girl responds to sound very positively. She started searching for a music school which can teach this girl music, but every music school refused to give her admission because they didn't want to take a differently able child in. They struggled a lot, and to cut a long story short, this girl today plays violin, sings, she has even performed for stalwarts like A.R. Rahman and Ilaiyaraaja. Now, I remember how I met this girl. 3 years back when I had gone to Chennai, mother came to know that I have come there, and she somehow came to know my connection with this field. So she brought her daughter. I still remember the day very vividly. When I was staying in the hotel, this mother came and literally was falling on the feet, and I said, no, it's only to the Almighty that you touch the feet and not to human beings, because we don't deserve it. The mother said that I have only one request, please give my daughter a chance. I promised the mother that yes, we'll definitely do something, and trust me on this, when you have a good willpower, no, and when you wish for something genuine, things start falling into place. I came from Chennai to Mumbai, and the moment I touched Mumbai, I got an offer to do a transformational session, a particular segment of corporate training combined with art that we do for the corporates, wherein it is a very powerful system of learning, getting motivated, and at the same time, important corporate lessons that they learn. Now, this girl got a chance to perform, and that was her first aeroplane flight of her life, and she was recognized at the airport because she used to do small programs. Indigo air hostesses rushed to her to take her autograph. That is the beautiful thing about this young girl. I am so proud, and let me tell you something else. This trip to Mumbai, this trip is also her first trip to Mumbai. She's always been telling me, ma'am, can I come to Mumbai? Ma'am, can I come to Mumbai? I had said that Karenge, we will definitely do. See, the opportunities do not come so easily, you know. I'm trying. So finally, I am able to keep my promise today, thanks to SRWS, that I could bring this young girl here today, presenting Jyoti Kalai. Yes. Play something, Jyoti. Just play something. That's it. Did you like the performance? Jyoti? Can you tell this? Yes. Can you get the speaking mic, please? I want to introduce you to the mother. I can't help it, okay? Can the mother please come onto the stage? She deserves a big round of applause. So this is the brave woman who this is the brave woman. She struggled a lot to see to it that this girl reaches this stage. There are so many people out there in our country who are struggling this way. It's the least we can do is to at least appreciate. You know, I still remember that man saying that "Kaun jayega ticket ka paisa waste hoga." Can you believe this? But then I don't blame them because what happens is that now all of you are witnessing here this show. You know what this is. But when you go and tell someone that this is what we came from, this is what we experienced, they won't be able to experience the same thing that you experienced because you have to experience it to believe this. Now, this mother has been working so hard. I mean, since the 2 days she's here, I know how she motivates her. You have to sing well, mom. You have to sing well. You have to do well. You got a very big opportunity. You got a very big platform. You have to do. I used to see that every single second. That is what her life is all about.
This world is inclusive, not for elephants, but for tiny ants also. Everyone is good at something. For her dream, I am like her eyes. Through me, till my last breath, she will travel all around the world with good people support. Like Geeta Padwal ma'am came to her life and giving opportunity. So I am telling her because she is the combination of intellectual and traces of autism with visual impairment. So always she is like a kid. Even though she is turned 21, she got on and off mood swings and tantrums and behavioral issues. So each and every time I told from the day one when ma'am told me, from the day one I am telling ma'am is giving a big opportunity. God's grace, she is performing first time in Bombay in the biggest platform. So ma'am is supporting us. So she is also helping to see this world. Thanks for this wonderful opportunity.
Okay, so now what is going to happen is, do you want to hear a Tamil song from her? Yes! So then I want to hear a louder yes. Yes! See, Jyoti? Yeah. Okay, let's change the mic. Okay. So are you ready to sing a Tamil song for them? Yes. You're going to make them dance? Yeah. Promise? Promise. Go for it.
Good evening. How are you? First time I came to Bombay, Geeta Padwal ma'am I like only. Because first flight Lucknow they called me July 3rd from 2018. I will sing for you Asa Digavachi in folk song only. சின்ன பொண்ணுனா ஒரு செந்தூர பூனா செங்கமலனா புது தேங்கிண்ணம்னா வெள்ளம் கட்டினா நல்ல வெளியிரதம்னா கண்ணு குட்டினா நல்ல கார்காலம்னா ஒரு பொத்தேரில் உல்லாச ஊர் போகலாம் நீ என்னோடு சொல்லாம தெரியறலாம் அடியாத்தடி அப்பட்டும் நீ காணலாம் இது பூச்சூடும் பொன்மாயிராய செல்ல குட்டி ஆசை அதிகம் வச்சு மனச அடக்கி வைக்கலாமா என் மாமா ஆள மயக்கி போட்டு அழக ஒழிச்சு வைக்கலாமா என் மாமா சின்ன சிட்டுனா ஒரு சிங்கார பூனா தங்க தட்டுனா நல்ல தாழம் பூனா வானம் விழும்னா நதி வண்ணங்களும்னா பாசமுள்ளனா அந்திவான் மேகம்னா ஏ மச்சானே என்னோடு நீ ஆடலாம் என் பொண்ணு நீ தன்னோடு நீ ஆடலாம் பாட்டன் பாட்டு திம்மாக நான் பாடலாம் இது தேன் சிந்தும் பூஞ்சோலைதாய செல்ல குட்டி ஆசை அதிகம் வச்சு மனச அடக்கி வைக்கலாமா என் மாமா ஆள மயக்கி போட்டு அழக ஒழிச்சு வைக்கலாமா என் மாமா புது ரோசானா என்னோடு ஏ ராசாவே வந்தாடு என் செல்ல குட்டி ஆசை அதிகம் வச்சு மனச அடக்கி வைக்கலாமா என் மாமா ஆள மயக்கி போட்டு அழக ஒழிச்சு வைக்கலாமா என் மாமோய். Thank you. Did you enjoy the performance for Asadika Vachi? Thank you, wonderful. Thank you, ma'am, for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Enjoyed? Yeah. Loved coming to Mumbai?
Yeah, ma'am. I came to Mumbai.
Okay, so the next performance that we're bringing, he's come all the way from Agra, and again a very tough journey in life. His father was running a shop, and there was a gas cylinder burst. Can we have silence, please? Thank you. So there was this gas cylinder burst in the next shop, and his father's shop was completely destroyed. And that shop was bought out of so many loans. And this young guy had to work very hard to survive. You know, he was very interested in bodybuilding, but you know, gyms are very expensive. He did not have that kind of resources to do. He wanted to do so many things: body building, dancing, etc. But there were no means and no support from anyone to go forward. But that did not stop him. What this guy did is that he worked very hard, and do you know, today he is well known as the national body lifting champion. I'm very proud to present in front of you Yogesh, and you know what? He's going to show you, demonstrate how he lifts his body, and let me tell you, hold your breath on 2 fingers. Okay? So be ready for some fantastic magic that is going to happen on the stage, presenting Yogesh. योगेश का एक स्पेशलिटी और है, बहुत फनी है. He's कॉमेडियन भी है, हंसाता भी है. अच्छा, कैसा लगा इसका एक्ट आपको? You know what? There are so many mothers in the auditorium. I'm also a mother. I have a 20-year-old son. Every time he performs, no, my heart is... I'm sure that lot of mothers here must have felt that, oh my God, something will happen to him. The same feeling is what each time again. I was just telling my team outside that, oh God, kar liya. It's like that. And I always make him promise one thing before he goes on to the stage, that even if he feels slightest of discomfort, he's going to stop. And he always tells me, "Nahi mom, kuch nahi hota." And that is the spirit which we all have to learn. Yogesh?
आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। आप लोगों से ज़्यादा तो आवाज़ मेरी आ रही है। आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेरा नाम योगेश कुमार है। मैं यूपी आगरा से बिलोंग करता हूँ और एक इंटरनेशनल डांसर हूँ। इंटरनेशनल बॉडी बिल्डिंग खेल चुका हूँ मैं। स्पिरिट क्या है और असंभव क्या है कि छोटे से शब्द बोलूँगा कि मैं और भी लोग हैं मीटिंग में, कि जहाँ आपने ये बोल दिया कि ये मैं नहीं कर सकता, वहाँ इम्पॉसिबल वर्ड लग जाता है। जहाँ आप ये सोचते हैं कि नहीं ये मैं कर सकता हूँ, यू कैन डू इट, आई एम डू इट, तो सबसे बड़ी बात करने वाले के ऊपर कितनी क्षमता है, उसके अंदर कितनी क्षमता है, ये सब उसकी कैपेसिटी पे डिपेंड करता है। मेरा क्या है कि 2 फिंगर्स पे खड़े होने के लिए मैंने 3 बार फिंगर्स को तोड़ा है। क्या था ना, ब्रूस ली का बड़ा चस्का था हमें। तो जब उंगलियां टूटी तो घर वाले ने बोला कि ठीक है अब तोड़ ली, अब आराम करो। अब मेरे अंदर क्या चल रहा था, जब टूटी गई है तो फिर खड़े होके दिखाओ। देखो, जो गिरा नहीं वो कभी भी उठने का प्रयास कर नहीं सकता, और जो 1000 बार गिरा वो एक बार ऐसा खड़ा होता है उसको दुनिया सैल्यूट करती है। उनमें से मैं एक। और इसी के साथ मैं गीता मैम का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहूँगा कि उनकी बदौलत आज मैं आप लोगों के सामने हूँ। इतने बड़े मंच को मैं प्रदर्शन दे रहा हूँ अपना, इसके लिए गीता मैम को बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Okay, so लेके जाएगा। Thank you so much, Yogesh. और if you liked his performances, what you have to do? See, you know what? ये अभी यहाँ पर बैठा है, अभी भी ऐसे ही बैठा है। पुनः बिल्कुल नहीं करेगा, अभी हो गया। He is so used to sitting like this that he always, मुझे ऐसा लगता है कभी भी ये खड़ा हो जाएगा ऐसा हाथ रख के, है ना? So anyways, thank you so much, Yogesh. So the next performance now, hold your breath. There is an amazing magic that's going to happen over here, and I'm so sure that you would have never witnessed something like this. There's something coming on the stage, okay? There's something that is going to enter the stage, and this whole stage is going to be transformed into something nothing short of magic. I want to tell more about it. Witness it, every single moment, savor it. Presenting to you Bhagavad Gita on wheelchair.
धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामकाः
दद्मौ महाशङ्खम् भीमकर्मावृकोदरः सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयमीच्युत यावदेतान्निरीक्षेऽहं योद्धुकामानवस्थितान् न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्णा न च राज्यं सुखानि च किं नो राज्येन गोविन्द किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा आचार्याः पितरः पुत्राः तथैव च पितामहाः मातुलाः श्वशुराः पौत्राः श्यालाः सम्बन्धिनस्तथा हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गम् जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम् तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः अशोच्यानन्वशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश भाषसे गतासु न गतासूंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पण्डिताः सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ ततो युद्धाय नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा
फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूर्मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि अपरं भवतो जन्म परं जन्म विवस्वतः रथमेतद्विजानीयां त्वमादौ प्रोक्तवानिति यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानमधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृताम् धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे सम्भवामि युगे युगे सम्भवामि युगे युगे एवमेतद्यथार्थत्वम् आत्मानं परमेश्वर द्रष्टुमिच्छामि ते रूपम् ऐश्वरं पुरुषोत्तम पश्य मे पार्थरूपाणि शतयोऽसहस्रशः नानाविधानि दिव्यानि नानावर्णाकृतीनि च अनेकवक्त्रनयनम् अनेकाद्भुतदर्शनम् अनेकदिव्याभरणं दिव्यानेकोद्यतायुधम् महात्मनः
So that was Bhagavad Gita on wheelchair at a time when we tend to forget our culture and what it is that we have our culture from where has our culture come. We have tried to present to you few pages from that same culture through this beautiful performance that is the Bhagavad Gita on wheelchair. I don't know whether you've already seen this before or not, but if you're seeing this for the first time, how did you like it? Was it just a performance or did you really understand the essence of the performance? Seriously? Okay, I'm so glad that was exactly what was the intention of the performance as well. The next performance that we're going to present to you is again a visually challenged girl. She is again 85% visually challenged girl. She was not visually challenged. Okay, she was a fully eyed, full vision girl like any one of us. But then there is this issue called retinopigmentosa. With that comes, what happens is that slowly and steadily your eyesight starts coming down. There is no cure. There is some cure abroad, but it's so expensive that normally people can't afford it. Now, this girl, in spite of that vision challenge, completed her graduation. She has done social work. She recently got a job. Just yesterday she got a news that she got a job. It was such a big struggle because people normally don't tend to employ people with disabilities in jobs because they feel that unko bhi sambhalna padega. This is what I normally hear because we have a lot of students who are learning with us, who are learning various kinds of skills with us, including career progression. And often whenever we approach any company, the first thing that we hear is that who is going to invest on teaching them, someone will have to be always after them, etc. So that is, this whole event is also one of the ways to prove that if we really believe in them, if we really give them opportunities, nothing can hold them back. So I'm going to invite in front of you a girl, her name is Chandri. She's going to sing a beautiful English song for you. What I want you to do is that we're going to be, there will not be too many lights over here. I want all of you to switch on your mobile phone. I mean, when I say mobile phones, the torch light of your mobile phone. And I just want you to hold it. Let's create a beautiful environment out here. Are you ready? Are you ready to do this with me? Yeah? So let's do it. I'm so glad. I can quickly see oh wow. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for cooperating. It looks beautiful, you know. Amazing. Thank you so much for listening to this request. Let's call Chandri onto the stage. Chandri, please come over. And you know what? The entire audience is ready with their torchlights over here. So you are going to blast it. Okay? All the best, dear. Come here. Yeah, this is it. Okay? Ready? Can we have those lights also? Okay? No lights. No lights. Let only only one small light, let it be there. Rest will only. Thank you so much, audience. I really love you.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go far across the distance and spaces between us. You have come to show you go near, far, wherever you are. I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you hear in my heart will go on and on. Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime and never let go till we're gone. Love was when I loved you one true time. I hold you in my life, will always go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the heart does go on. Once more, you open the door, and you hear in my heart will go on and on. You are here, there's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on. We will stay forever this way. You are safe in my heart, and my heart will go on. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so thank you first of all, audience, fantastic audience. We perform in so much of stages, but then the thing is that what a cooperative audience. A big clap for yourself. Seriously, I mean, we just love to perform in front of such audiences. Anyways, so thank you so much for those lights, and thank you, Chandri. And tell me something. No, I'm not sending you off like that. So tell me something that just share at least one page from your life for the rest of the audience, you have been always wowing audience wherever you go. Let me tell you one thing, this girl never knew that she can sing. Okay, she was always dancing with us. Once when she was practicing dance at our academy, what happened is that she was just resting for some time and she was just humming some song. I just heard her humming and I told her, "Chal ga ke suna." She sang it. And then I said, okay, now in this event you will be singing the song also. I'm not talking about this event, a past event. She said, no ways I'm not singing. No ways I'm not singing. So I said, no, you have to because you've got fantastic voice. She made me promise one thing, that when she sings on the stage, I have to stand like this. Okay, so I said, okay, again, like I said, I keep remembering how my son used to do to me, you know. She said, I have to hold her like this. So I said, okay. She started singing, and like any mother does, I just slowly left it like this, walked out of the stage, and she literally owned the stage. So today, she did exactly that. She literally owned the stage, and I'm sure this must have entertained you. Chandri, would you like to say anything? Yeah, please.
I'll just go with little 2 lines. So first of all, thanks a lot to Geeta ma'am for giving us this opportunity to showcase our talent. And second of all, just 1 line for all of us, inclusion is spiritual. So please maintain this. Thank you.
So now I'm going to bring, how many of you see DID? Let me see the, do you see DID? Raise your hands. Okay, are you seeing the auditions that is happening right now? Yeah, do you know that there is this boy, a small boy who, yeah? How many of you have seen him? Raise your hands. Okay, so I can see a lot of his. Do you want him to come in front of you here? Okay, so let me bring him for you. We have brought him all the way from Rajasthan. Okay, now let me tell you, this little boy, he has no hands. Both the hands are not there. This much, he's only 7 years old, and the parents did not know what to do. There were so many people who said that isko anath ashram mein dal do kyunki aap isko kaise bada karoge. Now this boy had a passion for dancing. The father supported him completely, and they went for the auditions in DID, and this boy wowed the audience over there. Remo D'Souza literally danced with this boy. You just have to type his name, you will see the whole audition video. Let me call this boy onto the stage. Ready hai ye perform karne ko? Okay? Chalo. So I am bringing him here. Watch him perform. He's going to do a solo dance for you. Are you ready for it? Come on! Cheers!
सबसे अच्छा क्या लग रहा है? क्या लग रहा है यहाँ पे सबसे अच्छा? हाँ?
पब्लिक।
उसको ना पब्लिक अच्छा लगता है। तो पब्लिक पागल क्यों नहीं है? अच्छा मुझे एक चीज बता, तुझे डांसिंग करने का शौक कब से लगा? तू कब से डांसिंग कर रहा है?
मैं बहुत साल से कर रही हूँ।
बहुत साल से कर रहा है। ओके, बहुत साल से डांसिंग कर रहा है वो, वेटरन हो गया। ओके, अच्छा तुम डांस कहाँ से सीखते हो? खुद करते हो?
लेकिन है ना एक दिन नहीं पहले है ना मैं वो गाना खुद सीखा था देखो मैं, और फिर कुछ में मुझे सैफ सर मिले और आसिफ सर मिले और निखिल सर जी मिले और उन्होंने मुझे डांस सिखाना शुरू किया।
अच्छा, तो पहले तो उसने खुद सीखना शुरू किया, उसके बाद उसने बहुत सारे गुरुओं के पास सीखा। अच्छा मुझे बताओ अहमद, डीआईडी के मंच में गए थे ना अभी, वहाँ पे सबसे अच्छा क्या लगा तुमको?
रेमो सर।
रेमो सर अच्छे लगे? क्यों? बाकी की वो जो जजेस थी, कौन, सोनाली बेंद्रे मैम थी, फिर मौनी रॉय मैम थी, वो नहीं अच्छी लगी?
अच्छी लगी।
वो लोग सुन रहे हैं? कौन ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा?
रेमो सर।
ठीक है, रेमो सर, whenever you see this video, please remember he loves you like anything, बराबर? अच्छा, रेमो सर का डांस अच्छा लगता होगा ना तुमको? रेमो सर का कौन अच्छा डांस करता है? तुम अच्छा डांस करते हो कि रेमो सर?
लेकिन मैं ये डांस भी रेमो सर को देख के कर रहा था।
रेमो सर को देख के डांस करते थे? ओके, सो रेमो सर वर्सेस लाइक एकलव्य है ना, वैसे उसका गुरु हुआ करता था। ओके, अभी तुमको और डांस करना है इधर? करना है? पक्का? अच्छा, किसके साथ करोगे?
सर के साथ।
सर के साथ करोगे? सर को बुला लें? अच्छा, तुम कैसे, तुमको मैं एक, अच्छा तुम कौन से स्टाइल में अपने सर को बुलाओ? कुछ अच्छा स्टाइल, ऐसे नहीं सर, ऐसे नहीं, अच्छे स्टाइल में बुलाओ, डांस करके बुलाओ सर को। डांस करके बुलाओ। जब तक वो डांस नहीं करता है तब तक आप नहीं आओगे। डांस करके बुलाओ। Okay, so now be ready to be mesmerized because these two are going to shock you. You would have never seen such a performance. Nirmal, all the best. Ahmed, all the best.
पिघला दे जंजीरें, बना उनकी शमशीरें, कर हर मैदान फतेह बंदिया, हर हर मैदान फतेह। घायल परिंदा है तू, दिखला दे जिंदा है तू, बाकी है तुझ में हौसला। तेरी जुनू के आगे अंबर पनाहे मांगे, कर डाले तू जो फैसला। ऊंची तकदीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरें तो क्या, टूटी शमशीरों से ही हो। कर
आजा 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 आजा. You know what? When he came 2 days back, he was like, no, giving me very politically correct answers and very professional answers. Okay, I told him, तू 7 साल का है ना, 7 साल बन के रहे, दद्दू मत बन. बोला था ना, दद्दू मत बनना बोला था ना तुमको. फिर उसके बाद, even this messy, the thing is that is why we are also normally very concerned and we very particular about this, that we ensure that children like him do not lose their innocence and the child inside them. I don't want them to grow up fast. I want them to enjoy what they are doing and at the same time see to it that it becomes a livelihood for them, because he's very lucky he got this fame now. Senti sir, right? Nirmal. निर्मल, इनको सिखाने में आपको कैसे लगता है? इजी लगता है, मुश्किल लगता है? इसको सिखाने का ये कब आया आपको आइडिया? माइक प्लीज, जल्दी आ. कम पास.
जब मेरे को फर्स्ट टाइम इससे मिला था, मैं जब हम 3 टीचर हैं, निखिल एंड आशीष एंड सेंटी चौहान, तो हम इसको देख के शौक हो गए थे पहले कैसे सिखाएंगे. तो हमने डिसाइड किया कि 2 गुरु ने डिसाइड किया कि सेंटी के साथ इसको ड्यूट कराएंगे तो बहुत बेटर रहेगा. तो मेरे साथ इसको ड्यूट कराने का सोचा, तो मैं आज इस पोजीशन में हूँ कि ये मेरे को बड़े बड़े शो दिलवाता है और मैं आज रियलिटी शो भी कर चुका हूँ इसके साथ. और मैं गीता मैम का दिल से थैंक यू देता हूँ.
मैं अब बुलाना चाहती हूँ अहमद के पापा को. प्लीज आइए. Ahmed's father is a laborer and he used to work very hard to see to it that they bring him up, you know. I mean, so we can imagine how difficult and how tough that journey would have been. आज उनकी ज़िंदगी अहमद के लिए है and they are seeing to it that the boy gets enough opportunities, because getting livelihood when you are in that kind of a challenge is so difficult. फरहान जी, आप बताइए कि आपने क्या मुश्किलें सामना की जब अहमद पैदा हुआ था, या जब उसकी ऐसी कंडीशन लोगों के सामने आती थी, तो किस तरह के चैलेंजेस आपने फेस किए?
नमस्ते, अस्सलाम वालेकुम. मेरा नाम फरहान अहमद है. जब अहमद रजा इस दुनिया में आया था तो बहुत मुश्किलें सहनी पड़ी थी. इसको मम्मी के लोग बोलते थे, मुझे भी बोलते थे, उसको अनाथ आश्रम छोड़ दो या कोई संस्था में छोड़ दो, ये कुछ करने वाला नहीं है. तो इसकी मम्मी बहुत रोती थी. हमने भी 2 महीने तक खूब रोया हमने, बट कर भी क्या सकते थे, क्योंकि इसके हाथ तो जन्म से थे ही नहीं और इसके पाँव भी पूरे घूमे हुए थे. तो हमने इसका 2 साल तक ट्रीटमेंट कराया. फिर इसका फ्यूचर का सोचा. तो ये सलमान खान का गाना आ रहा था जग दुनिया वाले में, तो इसने वो स्टेप किए. तो मैंने सोचा इसको कहीं डांस अच्छा लगता है तो उसको डांस में डाले. तो डांस में डालने के बाद में ये इतना सक्षम हो गया कि ये बहुत कुछ इसने खुद मेहनत करके डांस में ये हासिल किया और अपना मुकाम हासिल किया. और अभी भी इसके लिए चैलेंज ही है. कोई भी ये चैलेंज एक्सेप्ट करने के लिए तैयार रहता है एनी टाइम, कि कभी भी इसको कोई भी बोले कि ये चीज़ तू नहीं कर सकता, तो बोला मैं करके दिखाऊंगा पापा. तो बहुत कुछ इसने भी मुझे दिया है. तो मैं गीता मैम का धन्यवाद करता हूँ जो मंच ने मुझे बुलाया और आमंत्रित किया. थैंक यू सो मच गीता मैम.
फरहान जी, मुझे एक चीज़ बताइए कि आप अहमद के लिए क्या चाहते हो?
अहमद के लिए हम ये चाहते हैं कि ये इसका फ्यूचर कहीं सेट हो जाए, ताकि लोग इसको हैंडीकेप या कुछ ये नहीं बोले कि ये हाथ नहीं है या ये बच्चा ऐसा ऊपर करके क्यों चल रहा है पाँव. तो बहुत बुरा लगता है, लोगों बोलते हैं तब. तो इसका फ्यूचर के लिए हम थोड़ा एक बहुत सोचते हैं कि इसका फ्यूचर बन जाए अच्छे से और अच्छे प्लेटफॉर्म पे करे कुछ, ताकि लोग इसको याद रखें.
कितना आते हैं लोग सामने आपको मदद करने को?
सामने के लिए कोई मदद करने के लिए नहीं आता, पर बोलते हैं, फोटो के लिए बोलते हैं, पिक्चर के लिए बोलते हैं, लेकिन सामने के लिए कोई नहीं आता.
This is what I wanted to point it out, that this is what happened. There are a lot of people. There are if you search his name, you will find lot of celebrities who have post for photographs with this little boy. But when it comes to his education, when it comes to his livelihood, there are not too many people who come forward to help him. How I met Ahmed is that, again, like I said, how I told you about RFT, that we did an online competition during pandemic because we wanted to support those differently people who are sitting inside their homes with no means at all, no financial support, nothing. So like that, he took part, both of them, they took part in a Jodi dance competition that we had launched, and they won the first prize, and that is how Ahmed came into it. थैंक यू सो मच फरहान जी. मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि अहमद बहुत आगे जाएगा डांस में, और मेहनत करते रहिए. ऐसा नहीं कि हमें कोई किसी की सिंपैथी चाहिए या किसी की दया चाहिए. मेहनत करते जाइए. निर्मल जी, आप उसको अलग अलग डांसेस सिखाते रहिए. सबसे पहली बात तो आपकी स्पिरिट को हैट्स ऑफ कि ना हाथ. कैन यू इवन इमेजिन टीचिंग अ बॉय विथ नो हैंड्स डांस? आई मीन, इट्स सो डिफिकल्ट इफ यू थिंक अबाउट इट. इट्स सो डिफिकल्ट. सो बिग राउंड ऑफ applause for this guy. Because how many people will come forward to take up that? Thank you so much. आप लोग सब बहुत 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 इंस्पायर करते हो. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye, Ahmed. The next performance, there's going to be fire here. And when I say fire, please don't get scared. Yes, there is going to be a sword fight, and the swords, mind you, are real. Okay, they are real. There's going to be an amazing display of our culture again. We used to have a lot of martial arts in the past. That's not fire. When I said please, okay, so let me tell you something that we know what that means. It is, when I say fire, it is not fire, it is swords. When anything touches, there is this thing, it is not fire by that means. So let us have a witness of martial arts by VR Fun. We are nearing to the end of the event. We are getting closer and closer. It's just 4 more performances. The next performance is by a boy. Actually, we had performed in Taloja jail. Inside the jail, there were 600 prisoners who were whom we were asked to motivate. And in those 600 prisoners, there was one prisoner who was a differently abled prisoner. The police there told us that when he comes out of the jail, please see to it that you can do something for him. When he was released from the jail, he searched for my number, he came to my office, and it turned out that he is a fabulous singer. In fact, he was in the jail because of something which he had not done, and he was framed, and he was released later on. And today, he earns his livelihood by making fantastic films. He's a film producer also, and he's also a fantastic singer. He performs as a singer with Rishi Shakti Trust, and I'm so proud to have him here. And going to accompany him is Nandita, a young girl who is going to be supporting his song. Presenting before you, Prem Sonone. Let's give him a very big round of applause.
रोज रोज रेशम, रोज रोज रेशम सी हवा आते जाते कहती है बता, रेशम सी हवा कहती है बता, वो जो दूध कली मासूम सिता, वो है जहाँ जहाँ है, तेरा निशा कहाँ है, तेरा यहाँ कहाँ है, मैं अधूरा तू अधूरी जी रही है, अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से, है अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, तू कहीं टुकड़ों में जी रही है, अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से। तू नहीं है लेकिन तेरी मुस्कुराहट है, चेहरा नहीं है मगर तेरी ये इनाहत है, तू है कहाँ कहाँ है, तेरा निशा जहाँ है, मेरा यहाँ कहाँ है, मैं अधूरा तू अधूरी जी रही है, अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से, है अजनबी तू भी कभी आवाज दे कहीं से, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, मैं यहाँ टुकड़ों में जी रहा हूँ, तू कहीं टुकड़ों में जी रही है।
Thank you so much, Prem, and thank you so much, Nandita. God bless you. So basically, this act was created to signify that normally there are so many differently able parents, parents of differently able who tell me that their children do not get a partner in life because most of the time they face rejection. So this whole act was created to send across a message of inclusivity, that even they have dreams, even they have aspirations, even they long for a companion. Thank you so much, Prem. Thank you. We are going to be presenting to you a very interesting performance now. It's called the Charlie Chaplin Act. Do you want to see Charlie Chaplin on the stage? Okay, so I'm going to give you not one, not two, three Charlie Chaplins. You have to decide which Charlie Chaplin is good. Okay? Okay, so presenting to you a triple act Charlie Chaplin.
ये शर्तें तो बड़ी है जरूरी, जो कोई करेगा इन्हें पूरी, मैं खुशी खुशी उसे ये दिल दे दूंगा, कसम खा रहा हूँ कि दाम भी न दूंगा, मगर ये कहूंगा, मगर ये कहूंगा
Akash, please stay there. Akash. Okay. Now, I have already spoken about these guys. I want to speak about this young guy, Akash. Now, there is a reason why I tell you these things so that you know the meaning behind it, okay? Now, this young guy, there was this person, he stays in Navi Mumbai. He had gone to Nasik and he was working in happened over there is that he has one of his friends over there and his friend said, चलो आज मैं तुमको कहीं लेके जाता हूँ, मैं एक ट्रस्ट का ट्रस्टी हूँ. So they went to that trust and there it was basically about destitute women. It was a women's home. Now when this man went there, they saw that a woman had a small baby in her hand and that baby did not have one hand. Now what happened is that this particular ashram, once they heard a small baby, a newborn baby crying, they did not know where the sound was coming, so they went to check it. These women, they went to check and they saw that the sound was coming from a kachra ka dabba, a garbage bin. Now what happened is that when they checked, they saw that there was a small baby lying inside and the rats had literally eaten away the hand. Now they took the baby out and they wanted to get the medical attention as early as possible, but because the baby was not belonging to another, they did not know to whom the baby belonged, there were certain procedures to even carry out any treatment. There was a delay in medical treatment and what happened is that the hand had to be cut off. Now this man who went over there, he saw this baby in the hands of one of the women and while he was coming out, he just looked at the baby again. And he saw the baby smile at him. That moment he told his friend that I want to adopt this baby. The friend was shocked. He said that kyun kar raha hai? Why do you want to do it? But no, I want to take this baby home. He told his wife, they brought that baby home and that baby is Akash. Akash is working in Union Bank of India as assistant manager. And yeah. Now the point is that if he was not adopted at that time, what would have happened? The thing is, what would have happened, Akash?
Yeah, hello. I always express my gratitude towards this life which I have got, and I think everyone should have this kind of approach that whatever we have to say thanks for what the situation we are in. I also think that other side of the coin, what if I'm not adopted by my parents, what would be my future? It would be very much challenging, it would be very tough. The life which I am enjoying right now, the responsibilities that I am carrying right now, that would not be there. I would have landed up into doing something, other bad things. So, God is there somewhere in form of my parents. I could see it. And in my journey, I always see that there are good people who always encourage me. I always thank Geeta ma'am for giving this wonderful platform. Because of her, I'm able to express my art, that what I'm having with me. So it was always a pleasure to work with you. And I just thank you.
Actually, Akash always wanted to dance, but the point is again the opportunities. So we're just glad to be that platform wherein he loves dancing. He's always been dancing, but he did not get the opportunity. So I'm so glad that you're a part of this organization. Thank you so much, Akash. Thank you, Pritesh. Okay, I want to do a small dance competition here. Can I have 3 girls from the audience here? Any 2, 3, 1? Who knows Bharatnatyam? A little bit, or even if you do not know, it's okay. But I want 3 girls from the audience to please come over. Manish, can I have quickly at least 1 or 2 girls from the audience? Quickly, who knows Bharatnatyam? कोई है? आ रहा है? Okay. अच्छा, come. What's your name?
Nafisa Sayyed.
Nafisa.
Ifra. Nipur Beradia. Yes. Amrita.
Which class are you in?
8th standard.
You like dancing?
Yeah.
Huh? You want to challenge this 2 over here over dancing? Can you challenge him? Can you challenge him? Chalo na. Thoda sa fun karte hain. Can we do it? Okay. So then let us do one. There will be 2 rounds. Okay. Audience will decide who wins. Okay. So you do 1 step. Any step, they have to repeat it. Okay? And then they will do a step and you have to repeat it. Are you ready to do this competition? Okay, चलो हो जाए. Show them a step. आप लोग देखो. Okay, go ahead. Do. हाँ, do. Okay, so that is a challenge. Manish, wheelchair पे करके दिखाओगे? So round one is over. Now we will go on for round 2. Now they will show a step and you girls have to repeat it. Are you ready for the challenge? Ready, all of you excited? Okay, go ahead. No problem, no problem. Teacher, yeah, I know. Teacher इतना fast थोड़ी सिखाते. आगे सिखाओ ठीक से. Okay, they will show slowly. Okay, no problem. Slowly. Correct. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3. Correct. As simple as that. Other side. This side. Okay, got it, girls? Now I want all of you to stand in a line. Stand in a line. Now stand in a line with them. Okay, what you are going to do is that the first step, इन्होंने आपको जो करवाया था पहले वो करो, फिर इन्होंने जो आपको करवाया that you have to do. 2 steps together. Okay, remember what was the first step? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then this one. Okay, come on. Okay, do the 2 steps together. Okay, audience ready? Very good. Next. Very good. So, कितना minute लगा? We took only 2 minutes, right? We took only 2 minutes, and in 2 minutes, actually, there are 2 things that happened. One is that they taught them, and they did a performance together, which means it is so easy to be inclusive, right? So, if you really want to do something together, it is only about having a willpower that yes, we can, and we. Jose, and we? Yes. Thank you so much, girls. You were wonderful. Thank you. Okay, now we're going to have a beautiful, again the stage is going to transform. The last 2 performances, and the last performance, hold your breath, there's something going to happen. When I say this, I mean, don't be afraid, nothing like that. Okay, so second last performance is coming up for you, and after the second last performance, I'm going to tell you something which will make India proud. Wait for it.
किसी शाम की तरह तेरा रंग है खिला मैं रात एक तन्हा तू चाँद सा मेरा हाँ तुझे देखता रहा किसी ख्वाब की तरह जो अब सामने है तू वो कैसे दीवाना
टूटा जो कभी तारा सजना वे तुझे रब से मांगा रब से जो मांगा मिलिया वे
तू मिले या तो जाने ना दूंगा सुनी है परियों की कहानी वैसा ही नूर तेरा चेहरा है तेरा रूहानी तुझको मैं अपनी अजब बाहों में छुपा लूं हाँ अपनी इस ज़मीं को कर दूं मैं आसमानी जिंदगी रख दूं मैं तेरे सामने पल पल छोड़ के तू मेरे साथ
टूटा जो कभी तारा सजना वे तुझे रब से मांगा रब से जो मांगा मिलिया वे
तू मिले या तो जाने ना दूंगा
हंसी में नहीं वो यारा वे मुझसे भी हंसी तू तेरा कि प्यार है यार इतनी भी हंसी में नहीं वो यारा वे मुझसे भी हंसी तेरा
तेरा मेरा प्यार है जैसे ख्वाब और दुआ सच कर रहा इन्हें देखो मेरा खुदा टूटा जो कभी तारा सजना वे तुझे रब से मांगा रब से जो मांगा मिले वे
तू मिले तो जाने ना दूंगी
Okay, I said that I will tell you something very interesting. In 2011, France had the Guinness World Record for maximum number of spins on the wheelchair in 1 minute, and the number of spins was 32 spins. That was France. Here, Gulshan went and attempted this Guinness World Record. And do you know how many spins he must have made? Can anyone make a guess? 42. Next. 52. And remember, he's a human being, okay? Huh? वो बच्चा बोल रहा है, don't worry. Okay, so he made 62 spins in 1 minute to bring the Guinness World Record. Not 62, 63 spins. So he completed 60, which means that in 1 second, it's even less than one spin is even less than 1 second. So he brought the Guinness World Record back to India. Now what happened is that in 2015, UK again attempted his record and they made 65 spins in 1 minute. Our boy was ready to break even that record. He worked very hard and then I tried to write to the Guinness World Records office and they said that if their adjudicator is there in the on the stage and if he attempts the record, then the record will be granted to him if he breaks it immediately. But the amount that they charged me was 10 lakh rupees, which was impossible for me to bear. So the next best alternative was to get adjudicators to assess him. We got the best in the country. We got an Olympic referee. We also got a police department personnel. We got a leading chartered accountant. Everyone came in front of them. Gulshan attempted the record. And do you know how many spins he made there? He made 89 spins. 89. When I'm telling this, he made 89 spins. But the tragedy, now comes the tragedy part of it. Because what happens is that when India attempts something, it is, and that to 89 spins for them, it was very difficult to believe that a human being can do that. So do you know what happened? I wrote to them, they have not granted his record till now. He worked so hard for it, for it, but they did not grant him the record. He had broken the record in front of leading government officers. In spite of that, this happened. But we have not given up the hope. We have not given up the hope. We want your blessings, your good wishes, so that we bring back the Guinness World Record back to India. Okay? Now we come to the last performance, and this performance is by an artist who has performed on international platforms. He has been a star of DID long back. In fact, he performed so well that the judges refused to judge him, saying that we can't judge you. You have to sit with us, next to us as a judge. He has wowed in audience not only in India but on international platforms. He has won AICCC Oscar Award. We have him here with us. He has come all the way from Gujarat to perform for us. He is Kamlesh Patel. So this is Kamlesh for you. Kamlesh has wowed and like I said, a lot of audience. Did you like his performance?
सबसे पहले तो यहाँ पे जितने भी लोग हैं, हमारे पेरेंट्स, टीचर्स और हमारे बच्चे, इन सभी से गुजारिश है कि एक बार अपने आप के लिए दोनों हाथ ऊपर करके जोरदार तालियां बजाएं और जोर से। और एक बात मैं दिल से बताना चाहता हूँ गीता मैम के जरिए, ये स्टेज हमारे लिए भगवान के समान होता है। मैंने अब तक बहुत से स्कूल्स, बहुत से यूनिवर्सिटी से मैंने सोच किए, लेकिन आज ये स्कूल के बच्चों के बीच जो मुझे परफॉर्मेंस करने से जो मेरा हौसला, जो जज्बा मुझे मिला है, ऐसा आज तक मुझे किसी भी मंच से नहीं मिला। और मैं थैंक्स करना चाहता हूँ गीता मैम का कि जिन्होंने हम सभी को लेके समाज के सामने एक उदाहरण साबित किया है। इसके लिए मैं ज़्यादा वक्त नहीं लूँगा, लेकिन एक संदेश देना चाहता हूँ कि दोस्तों, अब तक आपने सभी बच्चों के परफॉर्मेंस देखे और ये सभी काम करने के लिए 2 हाथ, 2 पैर, 2 आंखें, बोलना और सुनना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है कि अच्छी सी ज़िंदगी जीने के लिए। लेकिन दोस्तों, हम सब में से किसी के पास हाथ नहीं है, किसी के पास पैर नहीं है, कोई सुन नहीं सकता है, कोई बोल नहीं सकता है, लेकिन फिर भी हम लोग ज़िंदगी को हंसते हंसते जीते हैं। हमारे ज़िंदगी में बहुत दुख है, बट लेकिन वो दुख को हम किसी के सामने ज़ाया नहीं करते हैं। ज़िंदगी हरदम हमारे साथ खेल खेलती है। तो हमने भी जिंदगी के साथ एक चैलेंज किया था कि हजारों दुखों से लड़े हम, फिर भी देख जिंदगी तेरे सामने मजबूत खड़े हैं हम। कि हजारों दुखों से लड़े हम, फिर भी देख जिंदगी तेरे सामने मजबूत खड़े हैं हम। अब तक जिंदगी खेल खेल रही थी हमारे साथ, अब तक जिंदगी खेल खेल रही थी हमारे साथ। अब हमारी बारी थी जिंदगी के साथ खेल खेलने की, अब हमारी बारी थी जिंदगी के साथ खेल खेल। तो आप सभी का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। और इन सभी बच्चों को मैं सलाम करके, उनके हौसले, उनके जज्बों को सलाम करते एक शेर कहना चाहता हूँ कि मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है। मंजिलें उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनके सपनों में जान होती है। पंखों से कुछ नहीं होता, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है, हौसलों से उड़ान होती है। एक बार सब लोग अपना अपना एक हाथ ऊपर करके बोलो भारत माता की, भारत माता की, वंदे। थैंक यू सो मच। जय हिंद। थैंक यू। थैंक यू।
Now we have come to the closing. We are going to give you a special send-off. We are going to be doing the national anthem in the sign language, but before that, there are certain people who have come here because of us, because just on the request of my co-trustee, Mr. Ajay Kumar. He is the founder and CEO of Cognitics. We have Nihar Bhai Jambusaria, the former president of ICN and senior vice president of Reliance Industries. May I know who is there? And I just want to see. Thank you so much, sir, for coming. We have Shankar Vailaya, sir. Shankar Bhai. Shankar Bhai. Yes, sir. Hello, sir. And then we have Vandana Kakkar, former training head of Ad Factors. Hi. And we have Hitendra Ramchandran, MD of Carpedium Capital. Thank you so much for coming. And what is very amazing is that you all have come here to witness what we are doing over here. It means a lot to us because all the time I have been trying very hard to reach out to people, but because of him I could get you to sit in front of us and see this performance. We just hope that you carry back with you some memories and at least talk about this in your own organizations and in your own circles, so that people do not undermine the value of the differently abled, so that we get more and more opportunities to see to it that we give a lot of opportunities to these people. You know, we are trying very hard. I'm trying day and night. I have left everything. I was a part of the film industry. I was a part of government sector. I was in CAG's office. I was hosting events. I left everything behind. Now my only purpose in life is this. But of course, to make a change, to create a wave of change, only one person is not enough. It has to be a combined effort. I just request all of you who have witnessed the wowness of all my children over here to please extend your hand of support so that we are able to do much, much more. My dream is to see to it that our differently abled from India perform internationally and we make India proud in big platforms across the world. Don't you think it's possible? This dream is not just mine, this should be a collective dream, and I really hope that you all will support us in this dream and in this journey. And with this, I want to end this event with the beautiful national anthem in sign language, and I request all of you to please get it.
वायर खराब होतं आपण वायर नाही करत मग साऊंड येतोय लाव जरा मोबाईल